All right. Okay, so I'm gonna go live. So make sure there's no copyright content in the background. Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to another stream. Today's stream, I'm gonna be taking apart something. So I hope you do all enjoy, and yeah, let's just I guess get right into it because I don't want to make this a very long stream. Maybe in the next stream I might take apart my PS4 again. So that's gonna be fun. Right, let me get some lighting because I know you can barely see anything right now. So hold on. Well, at least on my phone screen, anyways, because I put reduce white point to 100. That's what I always do. And it's a nice sunny evening. Let me show you guys. My phone's on charge, so I'll show you though. I don't know how well you can see that, but it's a nice sunny evening. I don't know what the phone just saw then. Probably saw like bright stuff, but anyways, yeah. So I'm gonna be taking apart a DualShock 4. This one wasn't on the list because this one very strangely has the. Let me show you guys. So if I just have it like this, or if I have it like put the phone like that, if I turn around the DualShock 4, this is just one I had laying around, by the way. Look at this. Turn my phone this way. Okay, you probably just experienced a bit of lag there, but that's just how it is whenever I turn my phone. Look at this. So we have. Oh, I don't know how well you can see this. Look at this. So if you see the model number right there, well, yeah, it's usually up here. It is that. So it's usually a worldwide model. But as you can see where my shadow is pointing, right there, those numbers at the bottom there, not the barcode, the numbers here underneath made in China. The letters at the end, you see the 72 F2. I looked on the list and it wasn't on the list of the website I was scrolling through. So if you take a look at this one, this black one I've got, this one has 21 F2 at the end. So this is verified on the list, whereas this one isn't, because this has got 72 F2 at the end. I did see it was in the later one, so I think it was 4662, and then numbers at the end. It had 71 F2, so that was closer. So I think maybe this might be, I don't know, could be a completely rare model. You never know. So I'm going to be taking apart today, and I'm going to just see which one this is. So turn off my flash here. I'm not sure when I'm going to open my PS4, but I will definitely try to do it whenever I can. That's it, because I'm dealing with so many things right now. So as I just showed you guys, it's obviously not on the list, and I could probably even later on in the stream, I could literally scroll down and show you guys it's not anywhere to be seen on the list. I've even looked on, it wasn't Sony's website, but it was like the website I always go to research about things. It wasn't even on there either, so I don't know what to do. Anyways, let's take out the screws, so... fuck, okay, this is not gonna work. Hold on a second. Gonna have to flip the camera. Right, guys, so you are now seeing, well, selfie camera, I guess. So we are going to be now taking apart this DualShock 4. This is a V2, by the way, but this is a worldwide model, so, you know, Just taking out the screw here. It's kind of stiff, I would say. So I don't know. I think I've opened this before. I'm not really sure. This is just one that I kind of bought off thing. Although, yeah, you can see right there, it's kind of got the paint on the screw. Don't know how well you can see that, but it's got that. I'm gonna now take this one out. They are really stiff to take out, so I don't want to damage any of these buttons here because of me attempting to get all these screws out. So I just do it like this. That way, we put pressure on the motor instead. The motor is strong anyways, so you know, the vibrate motor. But yeah, what's it called? I don't know if I have taken this apart before. It looks like I did, but I don't think I have because it's got all dirt around the edges. So I'm just gonna see what's inside of this one because it wasn't appearing on the list. So this is just this controller I had laying around, as I said. The motor parts are really easy to take out because you know it's just the motors. So the screws that are holding where the motors are, they're usually really easy to take out. So as you can see, kind of chipping something away here. Definitely getting it out. It's probably just it's a bit of grime and dirt and whatnot on the screw. I don't think this controller's been taken apart in ages. Ever since, I don't know, whatever happened to this thing. And they're probably using replacement parts with it. I really hope this isn't a fake, but I don't know. Kind of looks like that because of the font, but usually one way how I can tell it's a fake is that usually there's a giveaway. So when you turn the controller on, sometimes on the where the light bar flashes, it would be let me show you on this DualShock 4. So I'm now holding my phone because yeah. So on this DualShock 4, if it's not flat, that's if the battery's gone flat again. Knew it. Usually when this thing turns on, when this controller's charging, and when I kind of move it like that, you can actually see some sort of hertz. Now that's not normal on a DualShock 4. You are not supposed to see some sort of hertz when you move the controller like that when the controller's, even when it's on or when it's in not rest mode, charging. So I said that because the orange LED usually is rest mode on the PS4, but the controller's charging. So there are some giveaways to fake or counterfeit DualShock 4s. Right, so we got all 4 of the screws out. They got the paint on there for some reason. Right, now it says pry it open. Now you guys are going to be seeing me prying this thing open. See, it's already coming apart. Usually like to wiggle it. Oh, forgot my flathead bit. Usually for the middle, but I don't know if I need that right now. So all I got was this. The grime and all the dirt and grime on this thing. Right. This middle part's going to be a bit tricky to get out, but I'll try. I don't know how I'm actually going to do this. Yeah, I've definitely not taken this apart before. Because usually there will be 2 chip marks here. Because I usually get a flathead bit and I just pry in, but I don't know who's taken this apart before, but this has definitely not been me. I don't think it's been me anyways. Do hear a bit of clicking. I would get a flathead bit, but I don't know if I've got one right now. Probably just try and use the screwdriver to. Probably not. No, probably not. I do remember in the thing I did have some flathead bits, but the thing was I might need a prying tool because this is making a lot of sound, so I'm not sure how this is gonna go, unless I got a. Because I know there's usually 2. There's a clip here and there's a clip here that's holding it in place. From my experience of taking apart DualShock 4s before, that's what I know. I don't know about other people, but me, usually, it's when you take apart a DualShock 4, there's usually one clip here, and then there's usually another clip here, and then another one here. So usually 4 clips, I think, anyways, in total. I've not taken apart a DualShock 4 in ages, so I think the most recent controller I have taken apart is the Xbox 360. But anything other than that, I don't think I've not even like a DualShock. Well, I've taken apart DualShock 2, and I took apart a DualShock 3 once, just the original controller for the PS3. But that's really it. Nothing else, nothing much. I've mostly taken apart DualShock 4s. That's really about it, because that's mostly what I have anyways. Then I obviously clean them and I test them out and stuff, so whatnot. Right, so this has got a lot of dirt and grime, but I don't want to make any chip marks on the plastic. So I know this is not really the way to do it, but oh well. But yeah, usually it's when you take this bottom piece off, usually all the stuff is held in by the top piece. So even I think the motors would also be held in by this top piece too, as of what I remember. So one thing I really don't like about the DualShock 4s, but I love about the Xbox 360 controller, is on the DualShock 4, the motors, both of the motors are just hardwired to the board, so they're just soldered right on the motherboard. There's no connectors that go on, because, yeah, I guess to make it slim and whatnot. Whereas the Xbox 360, the thing what I love is that the motors, the vibration motors, they're not hardwired. They're actually, they clip on with a connector, which is good. I like that stuff. Whereas with the DualShock 4, not really, because why I hate it so much is because one time on my V1 controller, I was doing something and one of the wires disconnected, and at the time I couldn't do soldering because I was a bit young, so I couldn't do soldering at the time, and plus I didn't really know quite how to do soldering. This grime on this controller is really irritating, but yeah, I didn't really know how to do soldering at the time much anyways. So this soldered that motor back on, but it's just goes to show I don't like stuff like that. So I would rather prefer a connector, because if the motor came off, then the entire connector would come out, and then you could easily put it back on. Easy as that. I like that. I love what Microsoft did. Right, you know what, I'm probably going to have to use a flathead bit. Anyways, I could use a guitar pick, because you could use a guitar pick with this, but sometimes I think if I press down on these two sides, it usually comes out like that way as well. No, it's not coming out. Could try and press down on this side. Could come out that way, but I don't know. See, the thing is, I'm trying to find out if this is real or not. So if I open this up and I take a look at the battery or the motherboard or some sort of sign in there that can give away its, if it's actually authentic or not. Because this is actually real, right? And if I see everything in there is labeled by Sony and everything, and it all looks authentic, then it probably is. It's probably just not on the list. Then that can easily, yeah. But anyways, yeah, this DualShock 4, I don't know why it's not. See the insides, but I can't really get. Fuck. Right, I'm gonna have to get a flathead bit because I've got no choice. So I could do that, or I could just get this in. I don't want to break the tabs, because I remember I think it was on my V1 that I broke the tabs. It wasn't good, so I'm gonna go ahead and get a flathead bit. I think I've got a flathead bit in my. Well, should I really use my? I don't think I should. I'll be right back. Hey everyone, I'm back. One second. Right, so yeah, I was gone for a bit, so hold on, let me reposition my camera a little bit more.
You got 10 people watching. Well, 9 because of me, but yeah.
It says 12.
Jesus Christ, everyone's doing it.
That's really good, you know. Right, so I'm gonna get this really deadly looking fathead bit right here. As you can see, I'm gonna use this and then go into 13 people now. Wow, crazy. I'm just gonna have to go in there, and I'm just gonna have to I don't want to break it. That's the thing. I've had this thing for so long. I don't want to break it. It's not going in. I could see the clip. Oh no, a bit stuck. It's not good. That's how much progress I made right now. Oh, there we go. There's the 2 clips that I just got out. I didn't hear anything breaking, so that's good. Now I just go out to the side and I just... Shit. It's kind of risky doing this, you know. Shit. Usually it'll be in the side as well. But, I think it's either in the side or it's in the front. It's something like that. Or I'm probably seeing like there's probably more in the front or something. Because, you know, that's literally what it looks like. Fuck. I mean, I can get the dirt out easily with this though. Right, 19. Jamie, did my phone die? Jamie, there's literally 19 people watching. There's 1. There's 2. So I think, yeah, I mean, I got these 2 out. I'm just looking to get this one out now. The thing is, I don't want to break anything. It's breaking things is not the way to go. Thing is, I don't want to pry too much. Okay, that's good. I got those tabs out nicely. Now I can just work around the thing. Try and get these tabs out, because I think these ones are... It's either these ones or something. But yeah, this is what happens if you try to get a DualShock 4. 18. Okay, so people are going. That's actually pretty good. I'm getting viewers now in my live stream. As soon as I show my face, I'm getting so many viewers. What is this? Right. Just gonna try now. Things like I don't know what's holding this in, honestly. There's nothing at the back. There's literally just 4 screws and then take it apart. There's usually like a tab or something like that in the back, but yeah, two tabs here. That's done. Let's try and force it out now, shall we? Forcing it isn't the way to go, but I don't have a choice. Yeah, thank God those tabs didn't break. Because I remember in the V1 I took apart before, those tabs did break. It's kind of hard to get into this DualShock 4. Just bear with me. Okay, you probably heard that. Yep, that's one of them. I think now for this one I just kind of wiggle it about, because now it's just probably not. Hold on. And there's another one. It sounds like it's breaking, but I'm pretty sure nothing breaks. So, okay, that's okay. It's got some hair in it. Okay, so the controller's taken apart now. 15 people. People are leaving so quickly. Oh, okay. So this definitely looks like a newer model because I do remember seeing in that video, this tab and everything. As you can see, it's a newer model. Yeah. Well, yeah. The one screw also shows that this is newer. Let me go to that screenshot that I sent. Hold on. There was a screenshot that I sent. Oh, everyone just left. What was going on? Have I dropped frames? I'm running 3 frames. What the heck? What is going on? Why am I running 3 frames? What the heck? Is this why people are leaving? I'm running 3 frames. This is not making sense. Usually my stream would crash, but it's not this time. Anyways, there was a screenshot that I knew. Where was it? This one here. Screenshot here. So, what was it? Okay, so the battery thing, vertical. Well, that's not a good sign. Or was it? Vertical Gen 1, Gen 2. Okay. That's a little strange. I don't know if that guy's even knowing what he's talking about, but I'm going to take this battery out 1 second. So I know this is a real DualShock 4 because it's got the battery in. 1000 milliamp hours, okay. This is Sony official battery. Model... Does it... Okay, it says Sony Corporation. So it's saying Sony everywhere in here, but... what does it say here? Now, on here... no open close clip. Yep, that's correct. Battery socket horizontal. I mean, hold on. Hold on, I'm gonna take this battery thing out if I can. I'll probably just leave it in there. So this says 14. Okay, people are leaving the stream so quickly. What is going on? Why are people getting bored? Trying to find something out here, everyone. So wait a second. I've got a Gen 3, but the thing is, screws located on the left. If it's a Gen 1 or 2, that's correct. Yeah, I remember that. But the Gen 3 screw on the right. I've got a silver screw. I don't know if it's supposed to be a silver screw, but look, I've got a silver screw. Look at this. I've literally got a silver screw right there. I don't know what they're on about, but yeah, I've literally got a silver screw with that. I'm not going to turn this controller on because it's connected to another PS4, and that other PS4 is currently in use. So, by the way, here's all the screws. So I thought because this wasn't on the list, I probably thought this was fake, but I don't know. I don't think this is a fake because, I mean, there's showing a bit of signs that's not really fake, but at the same time, I'm not really sure. So, take this light bar out. There we go. Light bar is now out. You gotta take it out really carefully. Right. So now we're down to the actual DualShock 4 itself. That is really strange. What the heck is? I don't think that's supposed to be there. Look at this. I don't think if it's even gonna show or not. You see in the battery connector. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. You see on the battery connector. You see on that battery connector, there's literally, what is that? What's that thing on the battery connector right there? That thing right there on the battery connector. I have no idea what that is. But it's there, and I'm probably going to take it out because that's probably some piece of metal. So, hold on. Don't click off. Because this stream is probably about to be fun now. So, I'm just gonna rip out the battery. Woo! There it is. It landed here. What is this? I think that's a piece of the grime that wasn't built up in the controller. Anyways, yeah. So my configuration on this controller looks like this. You see, you've got the silver screw there. You've got that there. So this being angled like that does tell me it's newer, but I'm not really sure if it is. It's like really hard to identify if this is or not, but this has got a lot of hair in it. I could take apart my, where is it? This controller here, the one that I'm balancing, well, the one that's holding the phone like that. I could do that, but yeah, I mean, this is most likely a real, because it's given me the effect. Oh, it's even got the PlayStation logo on the motherboard. That, I don't know if you can see it right there or not. Hold on, I'm gonna flip the camera. I was running 3 frames again. It's always on the selfie camera. I just run 3 frames. There's the PlayStation logo right there, just on the board. So I'm just gonna take this black piece off, and I'm just gonna take a look what components there are, because there are probably quite a lot of components that I don't know about, and I don't know if this. I still don't know if this is a fake or not. You've even got the reset button. This is the thing. This is the reset button. Yeah, I don't think I've taken this apart before. This has hold on so well. Not sure how I'm gonna get this out. I did remember there was one way I could, but I forgot what it was. I'll probably just leave it like this. But yeah, the fact that there's a PlayStation logo on there as well. This has to be a real. This has to be a real one. Or what I could also do, I could take apart this DualShock 4 here, the one that's holding up my phone, and just kind of compare, and then just kind of what I think. I can literally. Wait, hold on a second. The guy in the video said there was some blue labels coming off the sides. I didn't see any. That's a bit confused. This is kind of confusing, really. Like, this is kind of confusing, because I think this is just newer. I think this might be a newer model. I kind of have a feeling it's probably a newer model. Because how I can always check there's something always newer. Whenever Sony makes something newer and they angle it, like, usually it will be like a chip on the motherboard. And then they angle it like that. That usually tells me it's the newer version of that. So, say for example a PS3 Super Slim, or any PS3 Super Slim, you see how the chips, I think it's the chips or something on there, is angled like that, literally like that connector there. That tells me that it's newer, you know. Or even if it's on an older PS3, but it's angled like that. That tells me it's way newer. So, yeah. So angling does also tell. So if it's clean and if it's angled like that, if the motherboard is all nicely clean, but then it's angled like that, then it's definitely a newer one. Because I think there was a DualShock 4 I did take apart where it was just straight down like that. But that video I saw with the screenshot with where's that from? With the screenshot with this, with the screenshot like that. Hold on a second. Tells me that there's definitely something, like, because as you can see there's the battery connector, and it's right there, it's vertical. But the guy also says if it's like that, then this is really confusing me. Unless this guy got this the wrong way around or something, because I'm not really sure if this is or not. However, I can tell by the other components, usually anyways. But yeah, so I'm just pretty sure I've got a Gen 3, not a Gen 1 or 2, because this controller gives there's so many giveaways. There's like this thing that's raised at the top. Usually that means that there's a light bar at the top. That usually gives away it's a V2. Usually it's also the lighter color of the buttons, and also the more matte finish of the controller on the front and the back. So yeah, this is obviously the controller I use, when I'm playing that game, and well, really for anything on my PS4. And yeah, literally, I'm only using this controller with that because it just matches the color. I just like having things, match the correct color, Whereas a clear controller, I don't mind. But yeah, if it's a controller like this, You know, like, oh, this is well, obviously if I try to turn this on now, nothing's gonna happen because there's no battery. So if you want to do the no battery mode, all you have to do is take the back off and then take out the battery, and then up to you if you, well, I mean, disconnect it if you want to or not, and take it out if you want to use it on other stuff. But yeah, it's just positive, negative. It's just positive, negative, and so this is the specifications of the battery itself. This, I don't know, this could be replacement battery, but by the looks of it, I think this might be a real one, because it's saying Sony on the battery as well. Sony Corporation, and 4.2 volts. I like having a longer lasting battery, so it's kind of light. I don't know what kind of weight reduction they took away from that. I think the only weight reduction they did was just kind of move components closer, take away a few things, but then add those features into the actual chips, and make the inside of the chips bigger, so have them have more memory and stuff and whatnot. But had them like basically, so the motherboard was probably originally up to here, and now they've chopped it down, they've angled that. So usually if it's a more like, if they're making something newer, if it was originally, this thing was like straight like vertical, but now it's angled, it's because that usually gives away that this is a newer board. If anything is angled like that usually gives it away that it's a newer board. So if your controller also, I think, yeah, another thing I've just noticed, these things here, usually the motor would have the little grippy, not the, you have like the little foam thing around the motor. This time they're using this thing here. I'm not sure if that usually gives it away, but okay, you know what? I'm just gonna take apart this DualShock 4. I'm gonna show all of you that, yeah, this has been taken apart before. I remember taking this apart. This one, the only issue on this DualShock 4 is a flat battery every day. Well, when I go to use it, usually when I'm using it on the PS4, the battery doesn't really go flat, but it does drain pretty quickly. But then a day later, yeah. So on the touchpad, why are people clicking off on the touchpad? This really weird thing happens on this DualShock 4. So basically, what happens is, when I go to play that game, and when I try to pause the game using the edge of the